for joining us for Denver 7 News at 5 this Wednesday. I'm Shannon Ogden.
And I'm Jessica Crawford. First tonight, with 1 week left in the public comment period on a proposed rule to federally reschedule marijuana, the city of Denver is weighing in, sharing its perspective and experiences.
Denver 7's Brandon Richard begins our in-depth coverage with a message from city leaders.
Well, before the federal government can reschedule marijuana, it has to go through a lengthy process, which includes taking public comments. Wednesday, the city of Denver officially submitted its comment, and city leaders say there are a lot of lessons that can be learned from Denver. As the federal government takes steps towards rescheduling marijuana, Denver wants to make sure it's part of the conversation.
We're one of the longest standing and most experienced cities to regulate marijuana.
In May, the Justice Department began taking public comments on its proposal to move marijuana from a Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 drug. Schedule 1 drugs are those with no accepted medical use and a high potential for abuse, like heroin and LSD. Schedule 3 are those with a moderate to low potential for dependence, like Tylenol with codeine and ketamine. Now, because Denver was one of the first cities in the country to allow for recreational marijuana, city leaders say there are a lot of lessons that can be learned from Denver.
We think we have a lot of expertise to offer and provide to the federal government on how it should be implemented if marijuana is rescheduled.
Molly Dupleshain, the executive director of the Department of Excise and Licenses, says rescheduling will also help Denver's marijuana businesses.
Marijuana businesses in Denver right now are struggling. They're facing their first recession.
Retail sales peaked in 2020 during the pandemic, but had declined by 37% last year. She says rescheduling will let businesses claim normal federal tax deductions. But not everyone wants marijuana to be rescheduled.
Everything we thought we knew about marijuana is totally wrong.
Luke Niforadis, with Smart Approaches to Marijuana, says because marijuana has become more potent, he worries more young people will be harmed.
And the industry's been targeting kids. There'd be nothing to stop that. They've been doing child-friendly products. This would essentially be a reward for how they've been targeting kids, just like big tobacco.
More than 31,000 public comments have been submitted. The DEA will continue taking comments through Monday. In Denver, Brandon Richard, Denver 7.
And Denver DA Beth McCann also submitted public comment last week. She said rescheduling marijuana will advance public safety and ultimately help law enforcement prioritize resources.
Going in depth on how the rescheduling would impact local businesses. So as Brandon mentioned, marijuana companies are not eligible for certain tax deductions because they sell a federal Schedule 1 drug. So if marijuana is rescheduled, those tax deductions would be automatically allowed and businesses could write more off on their taxes. Here's what the marijuana industry group had to say.
That immediately helps marijuana small businesses pay their bills, pay their employees, provide benefits like sick time and paid time off. All of that right now gets taxed, which it never does in literally any other industry.
Bradley went on to say that while other steps would be needed in banking and overall legalization, rescheduling would be a big step forward towards helping those things happen.